Hi, I'm Chenae Carey from Chenae Carey Coaching. Today, I want to talk to you about my top 5 tips for maximizing the effectiveness of your Facebook business page. So when I talk about your business page, what I mean is the page that you've got set up for your business. So that's the page where you have likes, not your personal profile. Your personal profile is where you have friends. So my top tips today, I'm going to go through 5. So the first one is to post at peak times. What I mean by that is making sure that you're going into the insights on your Facebook page and having a look at the peak times that your followers on your business page are actually online. It's really easy to do. You just click on Insights, and then on the left hand side you'll see a whole bunch of menu items, and about 2/3 of the way down you'll see that it says Posts. Click on Posts and then you'll see a little graph. So that's tip number 1, make sure you're posting at peak times. Tip number 2 is use good quality images. So if you're creating an image in something like Canva, make sure that it looks beautiful, it looks aesthetically appealing, and it's very visually captivating. This is really important because when we're scrolling through our news feed on Facebook, which we usually do on our phones, we are looking at visual impact as one of the key things that determines whether we actually look at a post, read the text, and engage in it as well. So making sure that you pack a punch with your picture is really, really important. So the third tip actually flows into that really beautifully. The third tip is actually to use your face. Make sure you use your face in some of your pictures. So have some really beautifully crafted ones that you make in Canva using stock images and things like that, but also make sure you're using your face. It really helps people to connect with you and get to know you, because if you're running a business, chances are you actually are your business, and people want to get to know you. They don't want to hear all about the business for every single post that you do. So it's really important that you're using your face. Alright, so tip number 4 is to post daily. So if you can post multiple times a day, that's fantastic, but as a minimum, make sure you've got a post going up every day. So that's really easy to do with the scheduling function. If you're not familiar with that, please get in touch and I can explain that for you. But if you know how to schedule, make sure you're scheduling posts so that there's something going out every day. And to tie that back into tip number 1, make sure your scheduled posts are going out at the peak times, okay? So that also ties in beautifully to my 5th and final tip, which is about being consistent. So posting daily is beautiful consistency, but what is also really consistent is making sure that you're posting throughout time consistently, not just daily. And so what I mean by that is if you go and post and you get really enthusiastic and inspired about your page, and you do 2 weeks of posting and you're really engaged and really putting it out there and putting lots of love and effort into your posts, and then let's say the proverbial shit hits the fan and then you just stop posting for a month, that's not consistent. So what you do is subconsciously you can be training your followers, teaching your followers that they can't expect to hear from you regularly. So they might hear from you in a burst and a flurry of excitement, and then they might not hear from you in a month. And what I want you to consider, if this is something that you do, what I want you to consider is the impact of that. What picture are you painting to your followers if that's how you do your Facebook posts? What does that say about your business? What does that say about how you do things? Have a little bit of a think about that, because it can create a little subconscious, a little subliminal message that we don't intend it to create. So that's my top 5 tips for maximizing engagement on your Facebook business page. So I'll do a quick recap. Number 1 is posting at peak times. Number 2 is using good quality images. Number 3 is using your face. Number 4 is posting daily, and number 5 is being consistent. So I hope that helps. And if you've got any questions about what to post, I've got a really good little Facebook workbook that you can use, which is basically just pages and pages of content ideas, inspiration. So if that's something that you'd like, you'll see the link below. Let's have a great day, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.